Amos, what is that you got there in your hand?
That's a tag I took off of the world's greatest TV set.
How you know that's the world's greatest TV set?
It says right here on the tag, engineered by CBS Columbia.
Yep, that's the greatest.
CBS Columbia, makers of America's most advanced radio and television receivers, present transcribed the Amos and Andy Show, written by Joe Connolly and Bob Mosier, featuring Johnny Lee, Amanda Randolph, Tommy Moore, Lud Gluskin's music, yours truly, Harlow Wilcox, and starring radio's all-time favorites, Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. Amos and Andy.
Hello there, this is Charles Correll. You know, in the past 8 years since television became America's favorite home pastime, only 2 major improvements have been made in black and white sets. One is a bigger, better picture, and the other is the famous CBS Columbia 360 sound system. Tonight we're going to bring you news about a third great advance, a remarkable invention by CBS Columbia that brings black and white TV sets to the highest point of development ever reached. It's a completely new approach, a completely new kind of a TV set. We'll be telling you all about it a little later in the show. Meanwhile, remember that CBS Columbia is a division of the Columbia Broadcasting System, the greatest name in home entertainment.
Well, the Kingfish's wife, Sapphire, went to spend a month with her sister in Chicago. The Kingfish was overjoyed until he found that Sapphire's mother was staying behind to keep house for him. For the first 2 days, it's been strictly a Cold War, with each opponent waiting for the other to open hostilities. Right now, the Kingfish eyes Mama over the breakfast table.
Good morning, Mama.
Good morning, George.
Mama, what is this on my plate here? Is this my breakfast, or did something crawl up on this plate here to die?
Now, see here, son-in-law. Sapphire told me to stay here and see that you was happy and well-fed. And I'm going to see to it you is happy and well-fed if I got to put you in Bellevue Hospital to do it. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Mama.
I don't know why my daughter even thinks about you after the way you treated her. Oh, she was so young when she married you. Why, she looked just like a tender flower in the garden.
Yeah, I admit that she looked like a flower, but don't forget, them was the days before snare oil and DDT. Yeah, I really plucked myself a droopy petunia, if you ask me.
Why, Sapphire was always considered the beauty of the family.
Being the beauty of that family is like being the prettiest clam at Pismo Beach.
See here, George Stevens. I ain't gonna take no more of this from you. While my daughter's in Chicago, I'm only staying here to give you the benefit of my charming company.
Charming company? I got a better deal than this when I went to South America on the cattle boat and shared a stateroom with a sick billy goat.
So now you're calling me a billy goat.
Oh, no, Mama. I wouldn't think of calling you a billy goat. I always think of you more as an old walrus.
Well, that does it. I'm packing my bags and moving into a hotel, and you can shift for yourself. But believe me, before long, you'll be begging me to come back.
Begging you to come back? That's like a man in the electric chair begging for more current. What do you Well, Brother Andy, nice of you to drop up here to the apartment. Now that Mama's gone, I was going to rent the thing, you know.
Yeah, you're going to rent the cage now that the hippopotamus moved out, huh?
Yes, Andy, and Sapphire going to be gone a month, too, and, well, I figure I could rent this apartment here and then move in with you, my poor lonesome friend.
Yeah, well, I has been kind of lonely since my landlord fumigated the place.
Well, you know, I done put an ad in the Sunday paper for the apartment for rent, and I had a few people come up this morning, but they wasn't exactly the right type of people there. I'm getting a little tired, though.
Oh, yes, huh?
Yeah, hungry, too. Say, I wonder, Andy, if you would kind of sit here in case somebody answers the ad while I run out and get a bite to eat, would you?
Oh, sure. I'd be glad to, Kingfish. What kind of person you want to rent the place to?
Well, we is near the college here, and I'd like to get a nice college boy, one that belongs to one of them college maternities, you know.
College boy, huh? Any other requirements?
Yeah, I require somebody who is tidy, neat, and willing to pay in advance.
You does, huh?
Yeah, of course, if they're willing to pay in advance, you can forget them other requirements, you know.
The Kingfish been gone about a half hour. I wonder if anybody gonna show up to rent the apartment. Life could be a dream. Shaboom. Yo-de-do. Shaboom. Well, there's the door. I hope it's one of those college boys.
I beg your pardon, but is this the apartment that's for rent?
Well, yeah, but you see, I don't think the people that owns this apartment I don't think they would like, you can't, they wouldn't want, hello.
My name is Charlene DeLacy.
My, that's a pretty name.
Well, thank you.
And you know something? You was awful pretty, too. You is prettier than half a hog on a barbecue spit.
Thank you.
Yeah. On second glance, I'd say you was the whole pig.
Now about the apartment.
What apartment was that?
Well, the apartment that was advertised in the paper. This is it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But, I don't think they wants to rent it to a gal, though.
Oh, couldn't you please rent it to me? You see, I have a new job, and I must find a place to live.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
You look like such a fine, sweet, darling, understanding man. Couldn't you let me move in? Pretty please?
You move in here? Call the moving man.
Hello, Sapphire. I'm sorry to call you way out there in Chicago, but I just had to leave Georgia and move into a hotel. Who's gonna what? Who's gonna watch him? A tired old man like that? Well, maybe you're right, daughter. Maybe I better get back over there. I remember when your papa, when he's twice his age, the only way I could slow him down was to take the rubber tires off his wheelchair. All right. I'll move back into the apartment tonight.
Folks, I promised you a big announcement, and here it is.
Yes, Charlie, it is here. The Bright Idea TV Set of the Year from CBS Columbia. It's the brilliant new 21-inch CBS Columbia table model with sweep tuning, the first new idea in TV sets in many, many years. What a set this is, filled with fabulous features. It's got sweep tuning, the quickest, handiest, most sight-saving station selector ever built. It has a new finish that's indestructible. Can't chip, crack, stain, scratch, or peel. It comes in 4 perky colors. Its graceful new slenderized cabinet fits any leftover space. And what a picture this set gives you. With its new giant-powered CBS Columbia chassis and built-in antenna, it outperforms many sets twice its bulk and price. And to top everything, price is the most fabulous feature of all. It's just $165. That's right. Only $165, including federal tax and warranty. This is the set you've got to see. Ask your dealer for a demonstration of the sensational new 21-inch CBS Columbia set with sweep tuning. And don't be discouraged if your dealer is sold out. He'll be getting more soon.
Well, had a nice nice nap here at the lodge hall. I guess I better get up and get on back to the apartment. I wonder how Andy,
Hi, Kingfish. Hey, I got great news for you, boy. I done rented the apartment.
Oh, this is great, Andy. Yeah. Got a nice college boy, one of them Phi Beta Kippers, huh?
No, Kingfish. It ain't no...
Wait a minute. I'll get this here.
Yeah.
Mr. Knights of the Sea, Kingfish speaking.
George Stevens, this is Mama.
Yeah, I knowed it was you on the phone. Only one other thing can bark like that, and a walrus can't get his flipper in the dial.
Now, you look at here. I just talked to Sapphire. I'm checking out of the Lennox Arms tonight and moving back into the apartment so I can check up on you.
Well, now, look here, Mama. You can't move back. I got some plans.
Shut up! Moving back in there tonight.
Oh, me.
Something wrong, Kingfish?
I'll say it is. Listen, Andy, you rented my apartment. Now we got to unrent it.
We does?
Of course. What would my mom-in-law think if she went up there and found a strange man in my wigwam? I would really send old Sprungen de Shanks on the warpath.
Well, wait a minute here, Kingfish. If that's your problem, you ain't got nothing to worry about. There ain't no strange man up there.
Oh, they ain't? Oh, me, Andy. What a relief.
It's a strange woman.
Woman? Andy, is you crazy? Renting my apartment to a woman? What'll my mom-in-law think when she finds her up there? I'll be ruined.
Well, I can't help it.
Yeah, well, we got to get that woman out of there.
Well, it ain't going to be easy, Kingfish. Now, I give her that ironclad lease that you done rid of.
Oh, me, now look, now the first thing I got to do is to keep my mother-in-law from going up there tonight at all costs.
Yeah, give us some time to get that gal out. What are we going to do?
Well, you and me is going over to the Lennox Arms where my mom-in-law is right now and see if we can find some way to stall Mama off.
Well, here's your mama's hotel room. Knock on the door, Kingfish, and let's get on in there.
Oh, wait a minute now, Andy, wait a minute. My mom-in-law's inside there. We got to sneak up on this door like Sergeant Friday and that big fat partner of his.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, now I'll knock on the door. Now, stand back.
Yeah, I wish I had a forked stick or something. This is like smoking a wildcat out of a hollow log.
Well, the building is shaking. She's coming to the door, Andy.
Yeah? What do you want? And what's this fat head doing with you?
Andy, Mama spoke to you. Don't be rude. Say something.
Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Smith. I hope I find you in good health.
Who do you think you are? Young Dr. Malone? George, you knew I was coming back to your place tonight. What are you doing come snooping around here for?
Well, Mama, I was just, I just wondered if you could postpone coming back for a day or so.
What are you up to, George Stevens? I know you're up to something sneaky. You got the same look you had just before you married Sapphire, and you told me you'd just been drafted by the Peruvian Army.
No, Mama. It's just that tonight at my apartment we're going to have Mr. Knights of the Sea large dinner. One of them men-only things. You know, that's right, ain't it, Andy?
Oh, yeah. Then after dinner, we installs the new officers. The Supreme Barracuda moves up to be the Grand Whale, and 6 junior pollywogs gets dewoggled.
Well, George, if you're having a lodge dinner, I guess I could wait for a couple of days.
Oh, that's great, Mama.
Oh, yeah, that'll give us plenty of time to get the girl out.
What is that, getting the girl out?
No, Mama. Andy said to get the pearl out. That's the badge of the office of our Supreme Blue Point Oyster. You see, got a pearl in it, you know. The little pearl.
Well, if you're having a party up there, I suppose you'll be messing up things.
Oh, well, don't worry, Mama. Me and Anna will do the cleaning up.
All right. I won't come up there tonight, but I'll be up there first thing in the morning.
Yes, Mama. Goodbye, Mama.
Yeah, so long, Mama.
Shut up, you.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, me, Kingfish. If that's a mother, it's enough to make the stork give up the racket.
Yes, Andy, I was phoning that Mr. Lacey from the lodge hall here right now.
You is, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to tell her that She got to get out there the first thing in the morning, at daylight.
That's right. That's the thing to do. Get her out before your mama-in-law shows up.
Yeah. I'm going to tell, wait a minute. Hello, Mr. Lazy. Mr. Stephen, you better start packing, because you got to get out that apartment the first thing in the morning. You understand? What's that?
What's wrong, Kingfish?
You don't understand. Well, now, look, Mr. Lazy, you got to vacate the premises. You see, you got a what? A lease. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but you got to get out right away. What's that? You going to get out when? Well, now, wait a minute. You can't stay that long. They ain't never going to have no cold snap down there. Now, Mr. Lacy, hello? Hello. Oh, she done hung up, Andy.
Well, Kingfish, there's one consolation you got. You got till tomorrow morning to figure out something.
Yes, Sapphire. I'm calling from the hotel again. I'm still up here. Yeah, well, George is having a large party tonight. And guess what, honey? I decided to try a new approach to be nice to him. Yeah. I ain't going to disturb his party, but tonight about 8 o'clock, I'm going to sneak up there in the back way and wait in the kitchen. Then when the party's over, I'll clean up. Ain't that sweet of me?
The finest sound system in all television. That's what engineers say about CBS Columbia 360 full fidelity sound. Now, here's one of the most remarkable things about 360 sound. It's not only a joy to listen to, but it actually improves the quality of the picture. I have here the report of a group of psychologists who tested CBS Columbia 360 sound against the sound system of a well-known ordinary make of TV set. The report states that 2 out of every 3 listeners felt the picture quality was at its highest when accompanied by CBS Columbia 360 sound. So there you have impartial scientific proof that you'll get more out of television with a CBS Columbia full fidelity receiver. Its 360 sound system has not 1 but 2 speakers. Yes, 2 powerful speakers of special design with deep cones and husky oversized magnets. These speakers are mounted in a cabinet that puts plenty of space and good resonant wood behind them. That's why the sound you get from a CBS Columbia full fidelity television set is never thin and harsh. It's always rich and round and lifelike, a perfect background for a perfect picture. That's why we can promise you'll get more out of television with a CBS Columbia full fidelity TV receiver. Ask your dealer for a demonstration. You'll be amazed by the difference.
Well, Algonquin J. Calhoun's office. Maybe he got a way to get that gal out. How you like that? His door is locked. Calhoun, is you in there?
Yeah, but who is there?
It's me here.
I know it's you there, but who is you there?
Calhoun, open up here.
I ain't opening up here until you there tells me here who is you that it is there.
Calhoun, it's me, the Kingfish.
Oh, come in.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, what's the idea of locking your door?
Well, a creditor called and said he was coming up to collect the bill.
What creditor was it?
Listen, Kingfish, when you owes money to 1,614 people, you don't ask questions, you just lock the door.
Now look here, Calhoun, I is in a mess. My wife's away, and Andy done subletted my apartment to a gal. Now, my mother-in-law is coming up tomorrow, and if she finds the gal there, she'll never understand.
Oh, well, that's simple. Just get the gal out of there.
Yeah, well, I know it was that, dummy, but She said that she got a lease and she won't get out now. Get your head together and rattle your brains around it.
Well, you got to find some way to break the lease. Now, let me see here.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
I got it. Suppose you told her that the building had been condemned by the city and they was coming tomorrow to tear the place down.
Condemn.
Yeah.
Say, that's a great idea, Calhoun.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll move out and my mother-in-law will never be the wiser.
Yeah.
Oh, you really a smart fella.
Oh, man, yeah. My whole family was famous, Kingfish, while my brother was the famous three-fingered Calhoun, the baseball catcher.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Whatever happened to old Three Fingers the catcher?
Well, one day as a publicity stunt, he decided to catch a ball that was thrown off the Empire State Building. And on the way down, he lost the ball in the sun and it conked him on top of the head.
Holy mackerel, did it put a hole in his head?
Well, you know that poem, A Tree That May in Summer Wear a Nest of Robins in Her Hair?
Yeah?
Well, that tree ain't got nothing on my brother.
Yeah, Amos, we done finally thunk of a way to get that gal out of the Kingfish's apartment.
Yeah, well, how is you going to do that, Andy?
Well, we're telling her that the city has done condemned the apartment house and they're going to tear it down in the morning. That'll get her out of there before the Kingfish's mama gets there.
Yeah, well, this is a stupid way to do it if you ask me. The thing is just to tell her the truth.
Well, I suggested he tell the truth, but the Kingfish say that was out. He say he got to act fast here, and he don't want to be slowed down by none of them newfangled ideas.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's the whole story, Mr. Lacey. The city is tearing this building down the first thing in the morning. You just got to move.
Well, this is a fine thing, coming up here at 8 o'clock and telling me that I've got to move. You're not trying to pull a fast one on me, are you?
No. They is coming right here now with the steam shovels and the bulldozers. Ain't that right, Mr. Brown?
Oh, yeah. This is where the new parkway is coming through.
Oh, yeah, they're moving fast, too. Oh, I tell you.
Hey, Kingfish, what was that?
Andy, someone just come in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Probably nothing, Andy. Go check on it. Now, like I was saying,
I wonder who come in the kitchen. Well, here's the kitchen door. I'll just sneak it open and peek in.
Peekaboo, Andy.
Holy mackerel, Mrs. Smith. What is you doing here?
Oh, don't worry about me, Andy. I'm just waiting in the kitchen here till the lodge party is over.
Yeah, well, Miss Smith,
Well, Andy, how's the dinner coming? Seems quiet out there.
Yeah, well, you know how the brothers is. They ain't the noisy type. They is always...
Andy Brown? What was that?
What was what, Mama?
That laugh.
Oh, that, yeah. Oh, that. Well, that was one of the brothers. Yeah, Algonquin J. Calhoun. Oh, yeah, he has done laugh like that ever since he had his adenoids out. Oh, yeah, Algonquin J. Calhoun. He'd give him a sinus like Lily Pons. Well, Mama, I better get back to the dinner.
All right. Now, I'll just wait here in the kitchen till it's over.
Like I was saying here, Mr. Lacey, by the way, Andy, who is that in the kitchen?
Say, Kingfish, you know how you say something about the steam shovels and the equipment coming?
Yeah?
Well, one of the bulldozers is already arrived. It's in the kitchen.
What bulldozers you referring to, Andy?
The one with the wattle and the droopy wheelbase.
What are you two talking about?
Mr. Lacey, if you'll excuse me and my friend here while we'll step over in the corner of the room here and consultate here. My mama-in-law's out there, ain't she?
Yeah. She's waiting to clean up after the party.
And I got an idea there's going to be some pretty nasty cleaning up around here. Come on, Andy, we got to get rid of this gal somehow.
Yeah, come on.
Miss, you're going to have to move right away.
What?
My friend just tells me that the highway crew is moving a little faster than they think. They want to tear the place down tonight. They're going to have the highway through here by morning.
By morning? They couldn't possibly move that fast. I'm staying.
Okay, miss, but if you wakes up tomorrow morning with a white stripe down the middle of your back, don't blame me.
Listen, I don't know what this is all about, but it's beginning to give me the creeps. I'll be packed in 15 minutes, and you had better have my rent money for me.
Oh, holy mackerel, Andy, it worked. Now, if Mama just don't come in here till Mr. Lacey gets out, we is in the clear.
Yeah, oh, I tell you, Kingfish, this is the closest call we done ever had.
Wonder how the party's coming. Funny, there ain't no noise. Except for that Calhoun laughing, I ain't heard a sound. I wonder if... Hello, Stevens residence.
Hello, is the Kingfish down? This is Algonquin J. Calhoun.
Well, he's here, but he's... You is Algonquin J. Calhoun?
That's right.
Well, what is you doing calling on the phone when your adenoids is laughing out in the living room?
What are you talking about? I'm calling from my office. I want to find out if the Kingfish got rid of that young gal yet.
What young gal?
You know, the one up in his apartment there. The one he's trying to get out of there before his mom-in-law finds her. Say, by the way, Andy, you got a cold? Your voice sounds awful tonight. This is Andy Brown, ain't it?
This is not Andy Brown.
Well, is I by any chance been lucky enough to get a hold of the wrong number?
No, you haven't. This is the Kingfish's mother-in-law.
Yeah. Well, as the general said when he ordered the charge of the Light Brigade, man, as I committed a boo-boo.
Well, now, you see there, Kingfish, you didn't turn out so bad when you told your mama-in-law the truth about renting the apartment and everything.
Yeah, Kingfish, like I told Andy, there's an explanation for everything. Yeah, I guess you're right, Amos.
Oh, I gotta admire you, Kingfish. The way you stood there in the middle of the living room and give her the full explanation.
Yes, and incidentally, boys, I talked to the doctor today. He says I'll be here in the hospital for at least another week recovering from the explanation. Well, folks, we'd like to say goodnight for our sponsor, CBS Columbia, manufacturers of America's most advanced radio and television receivers.
That's right, folks. These sets are engineered by CBS Columbia.
We're inviting all of you to go in and see the brand new CBS Columbia sets for 1955. And when you do, would you be kind enough to tell the dealer that Amos and Andy sent you? Thank you, and good night.
See you next Sunday.
Be sure to be with us at the same time next Sunday for the Amos and Andy Show, transcribed and directed by Cliff Howell. Tonight's program was brought to you by CBS Columbia, manufacturers of full-fidelity television receivers. Now, stay tuned for Our Miss Brooks, which follows immediately over most of these same stations.
This is the CBS Radio Network.